Yo! It's another day, another week, and another job to do. We are back on 46 again today, so it's bang in the middle. And we've got a whole pile of goodies for it today. You might have seen from the thumbnail, but we got boxes. You can probably tell what these ones are. Just the names there, but you know. Big day on the car today, it's going to transform it. It's going to drive like a completely new car, it's going to look completely different as well. So, let's get these boxes up. Okay. Box one. We've got a bolt-on angle kit. So this is for the E46, which just says it there. I can't remember which side's which, but these will bolt on the hub and relocate your pickup point for your track rod end to then increase your steering angle. I'll explain more when it's obviously obviously put them on. So it's hard to explain me. I'm actually going on the car at the moment, but yeah, so we've got one for each side. Nice bolt kit fitting kit. Next one. All front. There's a lot of bits in it. So it's Dave doing this. Oh, we've got new boots. Nice. Let's get this box emptied and see what we've got in here. Right, so in that we've got pretty much all the front suspension parts that we need. In fact, that's pretty much all of them here. So obviously lower control arms with ball joints and everything already installed, which is already good. As I said, we knew the driver's side front lower arm ball joint, which is this one. This is the one that's knackered on the old suspension, so that needs replacing anyway. We've got both anti-roll bar drop links, which are these two. These are your inner rack ends, your track rod ends. So this is all your steering. This is what goes onto your steering rack. These are your rear brushes for these suspension arms, so these will go on the end of these and bolt to the car. And then these are your dust covers, gaiters for track rod ends to cover them all up. This weren't an expensive kit, I think about 140 quid for everything. It's mainline, so it is an OE quality manufacturer. So full set, 140 quid for all this. Winner. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think the angle kit was about £32 or something around that. 30-40 quid, something. It weren't bad. Okay, so that's them boxes. The fun one, the big box. I'm excited about this one. So let's get these out and then talk about what we got. What we have here is a Max Speeding Rods Performance coilover kit. I run the same ones on the E39. They're the cheap ones, or they're not the 12-month ones with the adjustable camber plates on top. So these are a bit more money than the cheapest ones you can get, but they've got more adjustability and rebound control. And honestly, I've not had any problems with the other one, except they are just a bit old and tired now, so they are getting a bit rough. They've done pretty well for cheap coilovers. And obviously, I ain't got the money to be spending £1,000 on BCs, so these are about 320, I think they were, for full set. And for starting off, they'll be fine. They're good. They're gonna stiffen up the car. It's gonna be lower, so it's gonna look better. Lower that centre of gravity. There's gonna be way less body roll. It's just gonna be an all-round better driving experience. These are the first set I've ever bought, brand new. Every other set of car I've had, and I've had a lot of cars, and I've lowered every single one. I've always bought second-hand cheap stuff, so actually to have brand new coilovers going on this is quite a nice feeling. I'm very excited to drive it. As you can see, we've got a lot to do today, including them two little bits, but they shouldn't be too bad, but yeah, a lot to do today. Before we can put any of this on, we've got to shut the car down. Let's go get it up on jack stands, ready to be worked on. Wheels off, we're up front to start with. So what we need to do first is just get all this off. I always start off, get the brakes out of the way, disc off, and then you got an easier area to work. You can tell us something where. So I've took this under tray off. And you can pull these covers off that go just over the top of here. And then if you look there, that one little bolt here, that's what's holding the bottom arm on there. So very fun to get to. So I'm gonna get them out off camera because that's just gonna be a nightmare otherwise. So give me a minute. I got it out. Turns out a 22 on a wobble head. Just slots so nicely, you can get it out. Oh, it's a bit dark, but that bolt's out to the front. I'm gonna take these bolts out. Because nothing's actually connected to it, once I unplug the wire for the ABS and undo the top, everything will just fall out in one. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm going to cut the drop link in half, because obviously I've got new ones, so chuck that straight in bin, and I can cut the bolt off the other side. Easy.
Eating apple jacks. Shut up, bitch. Shut up. Big deal like TJ Maxx. Pop some cataracts. Watching Art Attack. Nick Cage, how I act. Heavily just like tags. Got some aces on my feet.
Alright. So that's all loose. If we just 1, 2, 3, that will all come off. A few more bits to take off here. I need to get this off of here, but I'll do this when arms out up there. I need to get all this off here as well. So, all the front suspension out of the front. There's a old crap. Probably alright, but still change it anyway while we're there. And then this bit which needs to actually strip down. So we'll take this all to the bench. I forgot to press record, but shock's off. A bit of a bastard that actually. Note so I'll take the other side off. Bolt out before you take it off. So this is where we're going to put on our angle kit. That way. Because then the bottom arm can go through that way, and then you get these nice new bolts. So that goes onto that one, and then this one, yeah, that one goes that way. Okay, so that's how it goes. Obviously this is not the right arm, but you know. So yeah, that bolt's on there, changes your pickup point to there. So then, because this is close, so it turns more easy. Okay, we have everything here. We have everything here for the one side that we're going to put back on now. I always like to start with the shocker, yeah, that up and in. And then we'll go bottom arm, and then we can slot that into the middle.
I ain't coming back. 15-minute TED Talk collecting 40 rags. 1 million paid in tax, bitch, do the math.
Do the math, bitch, do the math. 1 million paid in tax, bitch, do the math. Do the math, bitch, do the math. 1 million paid in tax, bitch, do the math.
Sorry, camera died while I was working away, but everything's all back together now. All the brakes back on, discs on, and you can definitely tell. So that's full angle one way, but I need to go the other way. Look at that. Proper outwards. Good angle. So that's one side done, pretty much. So I'm going to set the height and adjust tracking. Hopefully it should be somewhat too bad. But I'm just going to crack on and do the other side because you've got to see it once and you want to see it again. And that'll put the camera back up when I'm on the rear. Okay, real quick. You can see now, well, the wheels on, even though it's full jacked up, you can see how much less wheel gap I've got, which is good compared to this one before I take it off. So look, not good. I kind of eyeballed the ride height to start with, obviously, so should just drop a little bit and so it's got a nice fitment. See how low the car actually sits once it's done. But I can't wait to do backs as well, but yeah, it's gonna look way better. Alright, I'm gonna crack on and do it upside. I also took this little piece out. Now this is a what they call a clutch delay valve. So you see how it's got a little hole in it. That goes in underneath near the gearbox, and it basically restricts the fluid. You can see you can only just see through hole in that, but that really restricts the brake fluid going to your clutch, gives you a softer clutch feel. It's supposed to take out all the vibrations and stuff, but it gives you a really soft, durable clutch feel. So I took that out, it's now got full flow, we don't need that anymore. But that is as easy as just unbolting and rebolting it back together once you've took that out. So, but now we're on to rears. Rears, luckily, are a lot easier. So you see here we've got the spring, there's one bolt holding the shock on here, and then if you go in the boot, there's 2 bolts at the top there. Easy peasy. Oh no. That's bad. Fuck. Oh yes. Okay, I'm back in business. I thought I was walking home. It's all back together. I don't know what I filmed last. That broken bolt kind of threw me off a bit. Just remember, leave it sat for a minute. Obviously, it's still a little bit high for my liking, but I think it's just the wheels, you know, it's the big tyres and that. It does seem to be sat a little bit higher at front at the minute. But I'm gonna drive fit next week. I'm gonna let it all settle and adjust it from that. I'm gonna hope the tracking isn't too far out. Steering wheel is straight. And it don't look bad. Seems close enough. I'm hope for the best. But yeah, everything's on, everything's tight. I mean, you saw it before. We've lost a lot of height. It's these wheels that kind of throw it off. But it's definitely a lot better, a lot lower. Next job, to make it look like it's sat a bit better, is spacers, which I'll be doing a stud conversion kit with, just to hold them on a bit better, a bit more secure. It's also nice to set wheels on and off when you're doing it all the time, because I am going to be doing it all the time on this. So stud conversion, spacers, I'll be putting new tyres on it next week. It needs new brakes before I take it on track. But yeah, that's that. God, I hate how that back end looks. Front end's not that bad. Looks alright from this angle. Screaming for some spacers on there. Problem is, I'm gonna have to roll the arch at the same time because it's not being done yet. You see, there's a flat lip, so that needs pushing all back. I think that's going to do me for today. Got everything done I wanted to do. Job done. I said, I'm not too sure what next big job will be on it. It's probably going to be welding diff, to be fair. If you enjoyed this video, so give us a like, really helps. Drop a comment, let me know what you want to see me do next. I know you're probably all screaming for me to work on this. Tell me and I'll do it. I'm too interested in working on other ones at the minute, so if you want me to work on this one and you want me to film it, tell me. Subscribe as well. Again, really helps. It might not seem like much, but it really helps me knowing that people are actually wanting to watch this stuff. It gives me a bit more motivation to actually do it. So, might see you next week, might not, I don't know, we'll see. But I'll see you whenever.